Welcome to my channel, Berserker Gang 2019. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to demonstrate how you can make yourself a Flint Steel striker out of an old file like this if you don't have access to a forge. So let's see how that's done. So to begin with, you're going to need an old file. This one here doesn't have any good teeth left on it, and it's kind of rusty. It's been laying in my basement here now for quite some time. So I'm going to show you how to use simple tools and make a very straightforward, simple Flint Steel striker that it'll even fit in the classical Altoids can. So that's what a lot of bushcrafters and survivalists do. They make these just like I'm about to show you to fit an Altoids can, and they set their little fire kit up all around the size of that can, which is really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and begin. Because it's a little bit rusty, I'm going to clean it up with a wire brush real quick. What I'm doing now is I'm going to center punch where I want to drill a hole. Before you drill a hole in metal, you should always use a center punch so that the drill bit doesn't wander around and make a hole somewhere where you don't want it. Okay, you can see the center punch mark right there for the drill bit to hold where I'm going to start the drill. It will keep the drill bit from wandering all over the metal. So I'm going to now drill a 4mm hole. Alright, and because I didn't center punch it quite in the middle, now the hole is just slightly off, so I'm going to try to correct it a little bit. Alright, that's good enough. Now I'm just going to clean up the outer edge of this hole here with 2 sizes larger, because I don't have a ridge reamer tool. Using a 2 or 3 sizes larger drill bit does the job just as well if you just did what I did there, turn it a couple of turns. It takes the sharp corners away from your hole that you drilled. Yeah, that's good. Okay, there it is, the makeshift steel striker Bushcraft fire steel. Yeah, it looks a little bit nasty. It's still got some rust on it. I'm gonna go ahead and get the wire brush and clean all that off real nice, real quick with the sandpaper. Clean out the corners there, and then I'll get back on the camera and show you what it looks like. Well, here's the finished Flint Steel. It's pretty neat. I kind of like it. I used the wire brush on it to give it a nice little shine, get all the dirt off of it, out of the teeth there, the rust. Now let's see if it works. So here's the finished Flint striker. As you see, it fits perfectly into an Altoids can. And that's the reason I did that is because one of those classical bushcraft survival items that everybody starts out with something like this, and if you don't have access to a forge or to a workshop that's kind of set up to do all kinds of cool things, this can be done very easily at home in your basement, in the driveway, if you have access to just a simple vise and maybe even some sanding tools of some kind to clean it up a little bit. I cleaned it up real nice with the wire wheel and did some sanding to get all the sharp corners off of it, so there's no sharp corners. It's comfortable to hold, and that's just for my comfort, so it looks nice, and finished product put some work into it, so it's actually nice to look at as well. But if you're on a situation where you just want to get something to work. You can break a piece of file off and it'll work for you. You just have to kind of watch that you don't get the edges with the file teeth are still on there. That'll destroy your flint, and you don't want to do that. So, and what else? If you do use grinding tools, as you saw me here on the bench, I was very careful not to get this hot. And then once it reached a temperature where I couldn't touch it, I had to immediately cool it down. If you heat this up, it'll anneal the steel, making it soft, which will not be allowing the flint to actually interact with the steel in the way that it would cause a spark. The flint is actually harder than the steel, and it shaves small microscopic filings off this steel which ignite in the air. So that'll be all for today. I hope you enjoyed this short tutorial on how to make yourself a little portable flint steel kit for bushcraft, survival, or camping, or just for fun. So if you're new to the channel, thanks for tuning in. It would help out the channel greatly if you click the subscribe button, ring the bell, and click all notifications. That way YouTube will know you want to see more of my videos, and you'll get updated every time I post new content. So that being said, stay safe and see you soon.